Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to Let's Play Magic the Gathering Shandalar. We're going to run away from that nasty troll creature and take refuge here. See if we can get ourselves some more stuff. Swamp would be good. Really we need some gold, because we are running pretty low. Blue Elemental Blast, meh. Hill Giant, meh. Inquisition. That's a good card to have in the event of a white opponent, but on the whole, not that great. Deathlace is a card that can be helpful, but mostly isn't unless you happen to have the sort of deck for it. So, Rock Hydra. This is actually a pretty good card. I don't really want to sell that in the event that I decide to do something with a red deck. Su-Chi are pretty good, especially if you have something like, what's it called? Howling, what have you. We're for sure buying this, because Terror, super useful. Won't be very useful against that troll out there, necessarily, but could be useful for other things. Let's add another Dark Ritual, another Frozen Shade, add a couple Swamps, add another Terror, and we're starting to be in business here. It may be to the point that we want to start phasing out the white from this deck. And by phasing out, I mean removing. As it can get to be a little difficult to, particularly when you have a lot of, what are they called? Frozen Shades. When you have a lot of Frozen Shades in a deck, things that you pump up with a certain type of mana, it can be inefficient to have to deal with two types of lands. Like, you might just end up drawing a bunch of planes, and then your Frozen Shades are essentially worthless, which is not ideal. We're running low on food, so let's buy a little more of that. And alright, fine. 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 I do like Ur Graders, so it wouldn't hurt to get some more of those. This is going to be one of those, I can see. What? Oh my friggin' god. What is wrong with you, game? Why would you not apply that to the Vampire Bats? Alright, we are going to terror that Sedge Troll. I do not particularly want my opponent having powerful creatures. Like this I can deal with. It's annoying because it regenerates, but could be a lot worse. Let's go ahead and let's see. Mishra's War Machine. Choose and discard a card or tap and it deals 3 damage to you. Yeah, that's actually not that helpful. Here's what I want to do. I want to get out a Yoshin Soldier and still attack with my Vampire Bats. So I'm going to go ahead and use a Dark Ritual. Next, we are going to attack with our Vampire Bats. We're going to use the effect, and now we're going to tap our lands because otherwise the game just straight up mana burns you for no reason. Well, that's annoying. Let's go ahead and summon an Amulet of Krug. That'll give ourselves a little bit more flexibility in dealing with this guy. Yes, okay, very good. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to find a bunch of monolinks, so we're put in kind of a tough position here. We might just straight up lose, which would suck, but, you know, what are we gonna do about it, frankly? This is one of those games where you're just gonna lose sometimes, and you just gotta deal with it. Well, fine. We'll just, we'll take the damage, and hope that we can somehow pull it out of the fire. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack with our Erg Raiders. Unfortunately, it's not going to accomplish anything and we're going to die. But yeah, screw it. Let's just go all in. Yep, we lost our Will-O-the-Wisp. I saw it. Thanks for letting me know, game. I'm well aware. Seriously? This is hyper obnoxious. Why is it sending, like, these really strong creatures at me? I don't get it. Well, we can get a Yoshin Soldier. That would give us a lot of flexibility. Yeah, let's do that. We'll start with him. Well, there's no point, but there's also no harm. So now it's basically going to be a race to see who can rack up damage faster. And I'm hoping it's me. But it might not end up being me. Because he has, like, twice my starting health. I'm starting off at a pretty bad disadvantage here. Oh, that's not good. Sigh. Okay, seriously, game, what made you think it was okay to throw that at me this early in the game? What is the toughness of a wall of spears? That would be 3. And we got ourselves a Rock of Care Ridges. Well, good for us. Hey, we got 2 fine black amulets. That's nice. It would be nicer if you would stop screwing us, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, we're, like, rapidly running out of money here. Yeah, I don't want to sell this stuff, but if you run out of money, that's bad. So we're gonna have to make some sacrifices. Wooden sphere. Oh, that's nice. If we had any, no, screw off. I don't want to fight you, Sedge Troll. Yeah, if we had any... You know what, let's just go ahead and save. I don't even know why it's calling us White Apprentice, but whatever. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you. Risking a Black Knight is not good, but if we win, we get an El Hajjaj, and that would be good, so whatever. Let's try it. Let's play first. Okay. Dark Ritual, and Wall of Spears. That should set us up pretty nicely. You know, gotta be real with you, man. The Taunas's Wand, that's not gonna help you that much. Like, let's just be real here. Not when you don't have any creatures. So it looks like we're finally catching a break of some kind, and the enemy is not drawing the cards it needs. And I'm okay with that. Well, that's obnoxious. On the other hand, we're now getting to a point where a Frozen Shade can deal some pretty serious damage each turn, and I don't think this guy is going to be able to recover in time. He's now down to 3, and he'd better have some pretty crazy stuff up his sleeve if he wants to survive. That's cool. Hypnotic Spectres they're a good card, but not good enough, buddy. I got bad news for you. And that's the end of that. And another Hypnotic Spectre. Buying himself a little bit of time, but it's not gonna be enough. Particularly not after I cast this guy. Let's go ahead and attack again, shall we? Oh, okay. Well, good thing I had that other Frozen Shade, isn't it? Let's go ahead and attack. First with you. Frozen Shade, I'm actually going to keep you around for now until I can get this Amulet of Krug out. I'm going to use the Amulet of Krug to keep this guy from gaining any more health by virtue of his El Hajjaj. Ooh, Merc Dwellers. Well, before we do that, let's go ahead and see if we can finish this guy off. He's probably going to block with his El Hajjaj, but you gotta try. Eh. Damage prevention, yes please. That's the end of that guy. And unfortunately we don't have quite enough mana left to summon our Merc Dwellers. That'll have to wait till next turn. Yeah, I'm just straight up going to cast you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Frozen Shade. It's just, you know, you gotta have priorities. And let's attack. And let's pump you up by 1. Okay. He's pumping his Frozen Shade up by 1, which means I'm going to pump mine up as well. And another Frozen Shade. Got bad news for you, buddy. Doesn't even matter at this point. You're screwed. And that's the end of that. Ooh, yes please. Ah, get away. No. Bad Sedge Troll. Yeah, okay. So we need to find Aloran's Sanctum and, preferably save it. Raise Dead, that's a good card. I'll be taking that. Lost Soul. That can be helpful. Fear is often helpful. Let's see, Scavenging Ghoul. Right, that can be pretty good too. Well, first let's edit our deck. We are for sure going to put in the Al-Hajjaj. We're for sure going to put in the Mishra's Factory. And we're definitely putting in Raise Dead. Vampire Bats, I gotta be honest with you. You're okay, but, I don't know. As soon as I get a good alternative, you're getting kicked out of the deck. Alright, let's go ahead and save the game here. And that should be about it for this episode.